And we'll see some guys just shoot down in that bottom every now and then to try to find some grip, maybe just for that corner, to kind of get them out front. It works sometimes, not all the time.
Everything steady up front. Edwards and Stenhouse 0.7 of a second apart. Paul Menard 3.5 seconds back. Leffler has moved away from Sorensen a little bit for 10th position. Sorensen came into the race as the championship leader. If the final 3 laps run out as they are now, he will fall from first to third in points. That's how tight things are at the top of the Nationwide Series Championship. Mark Martin, remember, he was leading on the last restart. Now he's fighting for 6th place with Joey Logano. That's Martin in the 32.
You can tell when we were talking to Martin earlier, he just felt like he had a pretty good car, but he didn't have a dominant car. The driver can tell when he's got a super fast car. And I just couldn't hear that out of Mark's voice. He was a little guarded. Like, that's okay. It's not what I need.
So summing up some storylines on the day, the Mark Martin, Kyle Busch for all-time most wins in the Nationwide Series. Going to be a stalemate here. Mark only to run 1 more of these Nationwide races this season. So his chance to maybe add 1 to his total and hold on to that record a little longer and be first to 50, as we talked to him about on Countdown, is going to have to wait for another day. Kyle also, it does appear, is not going to be able to add to his win total today. Though he and Paul Menard are still going to have a heck of a fight for 3rd place.
He's not giving up on that spot.
Fuel mileage, we saw people shutting off the engines and saving fuel earlier in the race. Not going to be a factor here. The Detroit hometown race for Jack Roush and Roush Fenway Racing looks like it's going to wind up in a 1-2 finish as Carl Edwards is in his final corner. He'll come to the checkered flag and score the victory in Michigan over his teammate Ricky Stenhouse Jr. It is Ford first in its own hometown.
Thank y'all so much. I'm so blessed to have you. Awesome, guys. Awesome. That's 1-2 for Ford here in Detroit. That's cool. Great job. Thank you guys so much. That's a really, really good car.
And you see some of the rest of the finishers as they come to the start-finish line. Carl Edwards' 33rd NASCAR Nationwide Series win, his 2nd in this series at this racetrack, ties 5 other drivers for most wins at this speedway. And again, another 1-2 finish for Roush Fenway Racing and their very fast Nationwide Series Fords. Another win for Mike Beam, Doc.
Yeah, Mike Beam. Mike, you very calmly told your driver that when Ricky Stenhouse blew by with 25 to go, so don't worry about it. With 10 to go, you'll start reeling him in. You'll catch him with 8 to go and pass him with 7 to go. All that happened. How'd you know that?
Well, I'd like to say I was pretty smart, but I'd be lying there. So it's like, you know, you just watched the pattern of the race, and I knew that Ricky, he could run that fast a lap. Just coming here for years, you could see cars that are fast. You know, they're tight enough to do that, and I knew that I made sure we didn't over-adjust our car there for at the end there, and, you know, unfortunately, Ricky got tight, and, you know, we were able to capitalize on it.
Hey, congratulations. Go celebrate.
Hey, I want to tell everybody Happy Father's Day, and especially my dad back in Hickory. He's been in the hospital. I love you, Dad. I'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely, and what a great present for his father, a win at Michigan. Alan?
Here he goes. A lot of fans love that, don't they?
Yeah, it is cool. Not everybody can do that.
And here he comes to celebrate with the fans. He's trying to figure out how to get up there with them.
You know, we watched Carl do this for a long time. Every time he wins, it's still hard to believe that he does that. Jumps out of a car, runs in the grandstands, and gets out with all his clothes still on.
He's going up in the fans.
Top of the grandstand.
Oh, that's cool.
Alan, I think he's coming to see us.
Yeah, only a few more rows. He's up here in the booth with us.
Come on, people. Take the picture with me. Look at that. How cool is that?
That's very cool. Very cool.
The fans have to love this.
It's just so uncommon. It's common for him, but we just haven't seen this in the sport much. Really cool deal. Look how fresh he looks, too. This guy's in incredible condition. not even sweating.
He's got 400 miles to run tomorrow for another trophy.
Yeah. Nice little practice session for him today.
And another flip and another trip into the grandstands with a checkered flag. Carl Edwards, the winner today here at Michigan. He'll make the short drive around the pit wall and into victory lane. We'll talk with Carl and some of the other top drivers as we get set to wrap it up today here in Michigan. Edwards, the winner, leading the Roush Fenway 1-2 sweep, the third time that's happened in the last 4 races in this 2011 Nationwide Series season. As the pit crews start to pack up their equipment, a Roush Fenway Racing Ford is pulled into victory lane. No surprise, no one's been better in this Nationwide Series at Michigan than Jack Roush's team. 43 attempts, 4 poles, 5 wins, 29 top 10s. They lead all teams in all those categories. Another win today for the team. Carl Edwards, he's in victory lane with Dr. Jerry Petch.
And he is getting a shower down here in victory lane with the crew, still carrying the checkered flag. Hey, Carl, first of all, congratulations. Before I ask you about the race, tell me about going up in the stands and visiting with those fans.
That's really neat. That's a part of this up there. I've gone, and the fans were great up there. Ran into some really neat Carl Edwards fans that were really excited, so that means a lot. I got to thank Fast and all. They've really stepped it up this year. They're a great company to be partnered with. I mean, Ricky drove his heart out. That guy is unbelievable. I didn't think I was going to be able to get him. It looked like his car got tightened up, and man, he did a good job. But I got to thank Ford. We're here in Ford's backyard. It's a huge day for the Ford Mustang. We had that Ford Focus out as a pace car. We'll have them here tomorrow. Wiley X, Valvoline, all the fans, Aflac, Scott's, Kellogg's, Scott's, 3 times. I got great sponsors, and I got a great team. This car is very, very fast. That's a lot of fun.
You mentioned Ricky Stenhouse. Now, Mike Beam calmly told you when he blew by, he said, don't worry about it, Carl. With about 10 to go, you'll start reeling him in. You'll catch him with 8 to go and pass him with 7. Mike was right on. I mean, how did he know that?
I don't know, because I didn't know that. I thought Ricky was setting sail. I didn't think I was going to be able to catch him. He is doing such a great job. Man, he is an unreal driver. His car, I don't think, was balanced as well as mine was, and he was somehow making it go that fast. So he's someone I'm a little nervous about in the future. But got to say hi to Kate. I love you very much. And got to say hi to my Aunt Terry. I love you. And just a really, really, really special win here. We had the folks from Ford. We had Jim Farley and the guys here, and that was really huge. Lewis Booth, the CFO, came here this morning to talk to us about how important racing was to them. So it's cool to be here in victory lane with a Ford Mustang.
Hey, congratulations on the win, and by the way, happy Father's Day weekend.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Carl Edwards picks up win number 21. Yes, 21 wins here for Roush Fenway Racing at their home track in Michigan. 5th time in the Nationwide Series. 11 of those wins, of course, in the NASCAR Sprint Cup.
Doc, thanks, and Father's Day weekend, of course, for Carl Edwards, recently celebrating the birth of a second child. And he very, very much introduced to racing by his dad, Carl Sr., known to a lot of folks as Mike, and successful racer around the Midwest on the short tracks there as well. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., very much praised by Carl Edwards, Shannon.
Well, the disappointment on Ricky Stenhouse's face tells the story of how far you have come from last season. What happened to the car at the end?
Well, we just got too tight. We needed about a 15-lap run there at the end, going green with our new tires. We just got too tight at the end, and our Tender Ridge Mustang was fast all day, just not as fast as Carl's fast and all Ford. It was a good 1-2 finish show for Jack and everyone at Roush Yates Engines. This racetrack needs a motor, and we definitely got it. But got to go visit Ford this week, and they got multiple vehicles with 40 more miles per gallon, and it was fun going to see those and got to drive a lot of cars, and this was for them. We wanted to get a 1-2-3 finish, but 1-2 is pretty good.
Well, this might put a smile on your face. You are now the points leader here in the Nationwide Series. Mike?
And some hard racing for the 3rd position, and Kyle Busch takes it home 3rd, but man, that battle with you and Paul Menard, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. Hopefully we put on a good show for everybody on ESPN and here at Michigan, but it was a good race all day. We fought our way up there and bounced off the wall early in the day, and then kind of had to soldier back on, but guys did a great job giving me a good piece, and we had something for them, but just not everything for them. We just didn't have a car that was capable of running with the top 2 guys, but 3rd was good. Can't thank everybody from Pizza Ranch enough, Z-Line Designs, and Off Energy Drink, Toyota. So glad we could bring home a solid day like that and turn the reins over to Michael and let him have at a road course next week.
A solid day indeed for Kyle Busch, but a share of the all-time win lead will have to wait at least a couple more weeks, Dave.
Elliott Sadler hoping to hang on to a share of the championship. He did that today, hangs on to second, 2 points out. But 8th place, what happened at the end of the day, Elliott?
We short pitted that time, and the caution came out and caught us a lap down. I think we're running 4th or 5th at the time, but my main financial Chevrolet is very fast, just like it was last week. We had a really competitive car. We just got caught unlucky break with the caution, so we had to come around, take the wave around, and fought our way, I think, from 17th back to 8th there the last 15 or 20 laps. So fast race car, just the luck wasn't with us today, but we're still hanging in there.
A couple of top 10s for KHI today, Alan.
Dave, thanks. And as you mentioned, Elliott Sadler 2 points behind Ricky Stenhouse in the Nationwide Championship as they head off to Road America next weekend. There it is. Little Father's Day moment in Victory Lane. How about that? Those pictures will get shown about 20 years from now, you think? We're back with more post-race from Michigan in a minute.